Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pannonian Avars series here on the Lord Master channel. Even though I'm starting to think that we must be called the Cretan Avars because of our capital down here. Come on, get down here. Down here in Crete, which has been our capital for a while, Heraklo, to be exact, is where we live. but we soon will probably move back our capital back to Visegrad, because the original purpose of why Crete, well, originally it's to, we kind of fled there because of a fear of a revolt early in my rule, which didn't occur, thank goodness. And calm down, will you? I know you didn't sleep well last night. Actually, Bull, you slept late and you woke up late. This time of recording. It's because I was doing side projects for other videos for other games. But anyways. So, we moved back down, you moved down to Crete, and in this episode we will move back to Visegrad as soon as one more accomplishment is done. And what is that, you say? We will fight against the Armenians of the Byzantine Empire again, but it's only for this land down here. Chios. It's that land there. I will have that one day, of Chios and the city of Samos. Yes, Samos, the birthplace of Pythagoras. And then there's Chios, which is, I believe, is said to be the birthplace of the great blind poet Homer. Yeah. So we already have Rhodos. We took it from them, and now I want another piece of land off of them, which we fabricated claims to. We're not trying to control all of the Aegean islands, which would be a bit nice. Plus, they already have siege workshops, which would be pretty good, actually, since we've been on the offensive as of late. But the problem is, another duchy, and that means you have too many to hold. But I'll probably give away Smogon one day. And of course, once I have Chios, I will make a trade. I will be giving away Verbosna to Croatia in turn for my personal control over Chios. As much as I love the land of Bosnia-Herzegovina, personally, based on the playthroughs I made in the past, but I have not really made quite much of investments, but still, it's still very good. In terms of terrain, of fighting battles against enemies such as Serbia, Bulgaria, Byzantine Empire, if it were to head up that way. But we moved down to Crete so that way enemy armies of any kind will try to come down here while we fight them on the beaches and the mountains of hills of Crete. Same goes for roads, it's hilly terrain. Samos is mountains, Chios is hills. Again, the lands of the Greeks tend to be hilly, mountainous terrain everywhere. It's just how it is. But we must wait 3 years until the truce expires. Unless he himself expires first, because he is infirm and he is cursed by a ghost. Because these are rumors that this character was cursed by a vengeful ghost as a result of an exorcism gone wrong. Such rumors are probably just gossip made up by superstitious peasants. Yeah, no kidding. Whereas for me, I'm still feeling fine despite the fact that I have cancer. And I revere Hippocrates because I've been interested in medicine. It's likely that I'll live up to 70. And among other things. But in our free time we should invite knights. We need more good fighting men. And of course, you gotta wait till you're 30 years old to get married, because that's the standard. Come on in. master hunter and strong, served Orthodox. Near death. I am paying a visit to an acquaintance of mine who nearly died in an accident when he was a young man. He was in fact unconscious for a week afterwards. Before he slowly recovered. He said during that week that he actually had a glimpse of the afterlife, and he said it looked like a quiet, peaceful beach full of bright sunshine. The experience moved him greatly. Perhaps this is what the afterlife will be. We'll see for sure one day. And I think we practically have an idea of what that may look like. Crete! Oh God, how could you do this to Sabin? If I have sinned, why did you not punish me instead? He was blameless, my perfect son. Life had so much more in store for him. Oh gosh. Bled to death. Well, he was leopard then. I mean, they did not say he was wounded or injured. But he did serve in combat, I believe. Maybe not, because of leprosy pretty much prevented him from taking up that service. And you know, he was the High Chieftain of Poitiers. And that means... Who's got Poitiers? Oh, Lambertin. You're the prince here, and you're not here anymore. So he's gone to Poitiers now. He's got clan government. And his focus is majesty, but he's chosen groom to rule. And he's befriending people. And have confidants. Every little bit helps. If he wants to be the patriarch of the family in future, maybe that's a good idea, but I'd rather have him be August. He did not deserve this. In the meantime, son, need to negotiate an alliance. You know, you should look at prisoners, as much as you like to ransom some of them. Been in for a long time, huh? Hey. Move on the house arrest, even though. Let me recruit you. Put you on house arrest and then I later got you out of here. I could tell you to demand conversion, but... yeah, why not? I feel like raising a child of my own. And I was about to say, do any of your descendants ever held any claimants? Oh yeah, that's probably during the Crusade. We took it from them. You can keep your culture, but... you'd need to be a Catholic. Which, again, I don't need to demand conversion. That's a waste of a hook for the time being. You know, I could do that right now. But I'd rather raise him, just to be realistic. I could have sworn I thought I sent my marshal to put it under control. 3 years for full control to Rhodos. As we're also converting the land and developing it a little more. Even though we should be developing Crete. But I'll tell you what, when it reaches up to 10, then I'll start developing Crete. Huh? Ah yes, it's time to treat my cancer. Well, I'm gonna be a eunuch. Yep. I apologize, my lord. You do not want to be awake for this next spark. And so... Well... Look at me now. I am Cancer. I have one leg, I have one eye, I'm disfigured, and I have a eunuch. I may not inherit any titles, and may not marry ever again. Well, I still have her with me. A fake snake. So, after I got my, my cojones chopped off, we were all alarmed when we saw a snake in my garden. Thankfully, one of my guards who has some knowledge of animals told us, not a worry. It's a slow worm, he explained. You could tell because it has eyelids and blinks, unlike a snake. Not to mention, it does not have a distinct neck. Then we all began to smell the most horrid odor. And, my guard added, with a bit of humor in his voice despite the lost sluggishness, it feels frightening, it will defecate the skull predators. I think you can tell it is a very, very interesting smell. Yeah, sure. I'll use a cloth to cover my nose. I want to observe the creature. Though often mistaken for snakes, slow worms are the genus of legless lizards that are typically found in many parts of Europe and West Asia. Their main method of scaring out predators is to either defecate, given the strong odor their manure gives off, or shed their tail. Our identity of those... Hey, you people, unless if by some miracle, if you are watching this from Greece or Crete, are there any slow worms in Crete? But they said it's found in many parts of Europe, so that means it's probably in Pannonia, the Balkans, Italia, Pontic Steppe. I'm sure it's out there. And they say West Asia, Asia Minor, and the Levant. My health is poor, but once I get rid of wounded, then I should be alright, hopefully. Now hurry up and die, will ya? I must outlive you. I'd like to have learned on the job soon. And since you have that amount of money, you might as well go check your artifacts of these conditions. Some of the things you may care about. Those that are on display. Have that repaired. Might be used one day. Same for this one. This will never break. Yeah, why not? And you know what that means, right? Since my son died of leprosy. That means Togan, once Lavertan becomes the emperor. Khan et Glishavonia and Potiers. So that means it'll come to my empire. My Khaganate, right? Right, I don't mind. Not one bit. Live 5 years and you'll have absolute crown authority. an Estonian one-eyed berserker, which one-eyed is considered a virtue over there. And he's a Varangian too. What a lucky man. You're gonna screw things up. I'd rather give this to... Oh my goodness. I'd rather give this to him. Hey, since you don't have any... since you're a eunuch now, you might as well be celibate. Just to add a little bit of piety and a little more respect from the clergy. So I've embraced celibacy because I have no other choice. I am a pretty virtuous man. Hopefully this ought to go away soon. Hope you're doing well. No, you're not. Turn simple earthworks into ditches. Actually, hold that thought. Because of the mountainous terrain, I think there is room for another man-at-arms. Yes. We need pikemen, because we've been encountering their cavalry as of late, and using it for defense of Crete would be grand. So, get it up to, probably up. Yes, good. All the way. Just to get ready for the next conflict. Even encountering enemy cavalry during that last crusade, felt how outclassed we were at times. Returning from the Varangian Guard, I barely recognize a commoner from here enters my grill. I am home, acquaintance. There's surely been many a time I thought I'd never see these shores again, but I'm finally back. Strange as is, I see my acquaintance all these years. I cannot deny that I am impressed with his Armenian dress, his foreign jewelry, and heavy covers brought with him. Well, welcome home. Guess he's gone now, even though I hired him. Get your hands over here! Stay here! I paid you, and you serve under me. You got that? Otherwise, I'm going to be sadistic. Now, Abdul Aziz has finally embraced the true faith. I always know he would make a good little Catholic one day. Maybe, perhaps one day he'll have the makings of a varsity athlete. If anybody knows that reference, then you know what I'm talking about. No longer wounded, which means I'm feeling fine again. Hurry up and be dead. His intrigue is so low. Oh, I can give these sponges. Okay. My vassals. 1 second. Okay. Which one of you vassals hate me the most? That is a powerful vassal, especially. As well, very Slavo. I'd like to give you these Pannonian sea sponges from Rhodos. I'll lose some gold, I gain prestige. Gets to have sponges. These are what they are. Was either gifted or bought themselves a large quantity of sponges from the island of Kalminos, which is sponge. I believe that's down there. Yeah, that's anyways, this humble island has been a center of the sponge trade since ancient times. Its sponge divers are renowned throughout the world. To own so many sponges is quite a luxury. Small health boost. Oh, I could buy some myself. Ah, that's for 5 years. Didn't realize that. But this is just to get your opinion on it. Here you go. The island of Carpathia, north of Rhodos. Okay, it was north. It's up here. It's been renowned as a major exporter of seasoned sponges since ancient times. The sponge trade has brought the island much wealth given the difficulty in acquiring sea sponges. Anyhow, as I control the island, I decided to give Duke Oswald some of these famed Calimian sponges as a present. Their high quality status should ensure that it is a fitting gift. Hope he will make a good use of these sponges. I forgot about that part. This is part of the Rhodes flavor pack from the Regional Immersion and Cultural Enrichment mod that I started using since the previous episode because of our close proximity to these areas, and that is another reason why I want Chios. For that same reason. Good. It's just a dog. Calm down, Leah. No, not here. Down here. Yeah, I don't have much of a court position, so there's a reason why we're making a lot of money as of late, but now it feels it's about time. You're the only one that's qualified for it. We just don't have a lot of good, talented people. Oh, there are some for other professions. Of course. Who's a poet? Nobody's a poet. Gregarious of a man. Shield maiden and a Crusader who was a drunk. And of course the one-eyed Berserker Indian Guard to be my other bodyguard. Excellent. Too bad my son is not here, because he's landed. Oh, is that so? Legendary and renowned throughout the whole world. He's got a much higher prize. Screw it. I was originally hesitant, but it's just I figured if he has a chance to make this armor better than my current. Who's there? Northman army for the conquest of Idas. Oh, not again. Why do they want those areas up there? So meet up here in Kazanka, right in the center. Either that or I could pay off, but give us a moment. Don't raise it just yet. Just supposed to be an event that'll pop up for this Northman invasion. There we go. A horde of disjointed pirates, landless freemen, desperate unless they're children, and other sort of miscreants have joined Sen and his proposed assault against my holdings. Though the size of the force is formidable, they lack discipline or loyalty. 9,000 strong. With each scrounged mercenary focused exclusively on what they can get out of the war first and foremost. Unlike a conventional foe, it might be possible to simply deal directly with the invaders. Perhaps a bargain could be struck. Never! Back to the frozen hellscape of a home, scum! By God, the petitioners in Rome have been queuing up lately. This work feels endless. Yet, one steps forward, and evidently a distressed merchant of some kind. If you've come for justice, that I will not overrule my judges for just a petty coin. The merchant gulps and blinking rapidly in shock. Was it something I said? Oh, don't do that. I am the Khagan. I can do this. Raise the arms. That is quite a force you assembled here. Everybody well supplied, but please split up, move to here, and you go out there, and out there. We know where they'll be coming from. They'll come up in the hill one day. I bump into the very grave-looking Gabriele in my armor, hoping he doesn't bring any ill news on the splendid Leminal armor you should have soon ready for me. Oh, there you are, my liege. I've hit a wall on my desk. That won't work, I should say. Nothing major. My idea's gone to the ground as pressure mounts. He laughs nervously. Just needs some inspiration, my Khagan. I have some prior examples I could examine. I just have just a tonic. He got ill, but he lost a little bit of inspiration. Well, I hope that won't be the end of it. Otherwise, things will be bad for, you know, there's good reasons for that. More taxes for me. Look! There they are! Viking adventurers. They didn't take the boats. They got levies. They got whatchamacallit. They have the Huskars, which are effective against spearmen and archers. And they fight well in forests. Everybody assemble here. Actually, no, because this is where the fort is. All together. Use your numbers. And we'll devastate them quickly. So we will fight them in Pereyaslavo and then to Kiev. Unless they all band together, and then they'll be up here. We're gonna get them. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. Gotcha. I'm out here. He approaches me with round, burnt eyebrows and some black metal. My lord, I mean no disrespect. Approaches me with forge of yours. Let's just say if you want one to be serviceable, you're gonna need to invest in a new one. You got it. For the remainder of my life, army gold maintenance goes down a bit. Very happy with this. Are you dead yet? Oh, he's about to. He's melancholic. I wonder what made him so sad. Oh, I know. It's the stress. Get ready. He's about to die. And once he goes down, we win. Sarikel in disrepair. It's between my nephew and my daughter. From my throne, I hear the visceral cries of my daughter Sarikel, and the sounds of struggle, violently bolting up and racing down the hallway. I'm scared to stop when I see my nephew Karaton, restraining the poor lass with one arm and awkwardly clutching a book with the other. I barely have time to bark a demand for an explanation when both begin blurring out their versions of events. Sarikel refuses to allow me to read my masterpiece on the art of learning, Crusade. I've heard of the jury book 1,000 times, she protests. It's so boring. Perhaps the lass should learn something else. Now you gotta lower your stress, even though it's only your fertility that's affected, not your health. It ain't gonna kill you. Quick, get the sponges. Now I'm feeling fine thanks to these sponges. Because I need to live so we can get the island, get that area. Because that one's more developed. We'll soon have Rhodos in full control. It's almost like the timing of everything is excellent. He died. No, he didn't. Truce expired. Keep getting my hopes up, do you? It's just, he didn't die 3 years. In 25 days it'll be in full control, then we'll get back to do what we do best. Yes. So remember, here's what we're going to do. It's going to be similar. We should launch our armies from Rhodos, then head to Chios to take the objective, and then defend Crete. I wish I could split the forces, like keep the men-at-arms out here, while send this mangonels to Chios. Actually, do assemble all in Crete, and then you distribute your forces accordingly. Like an army with the mangonels should be head to Chios, and the rest of us, I mean, obviously you need levies to go alongside, because don't you know how big that garrison is, how well fortified that is? Simple earthworks. A cape. They have it all. And I will live at least another year or so now that I got these sponges. Just live long enough so I can. And one day I'll give you these sponges, or you can buy them yourself if you wish. I think he's got the makings of a family man. Anyways, so we will start that war again for Chios this time, now that I will be alive long enough to see it happen. Raise all armies. It'll take a month to assemble everybody out here. And again, as stated before, distribute those forces accordingly. Ah, you can be a cynic. It is done. Okay. Which one of you's got the mangonels? There you are. Split off the army. Give me all the levies. Light horsemen to be transferred to another army. There's Starkins. Here. You'll have the honor to take Chios. The rest of us will defend. We'll scatter. So we hold up here. 700 of you. We'll go this way, along with this one other army. And the rest of us that isn't, you know, those two that were selected. This one goes there. Yes. As backup. You already got this mountain covered. We need to cover the hometown. Give them more cover here. Got this on the edge. Got that? Let's go. It's for cost-cutting measures, so we don't have to travel everybody by ship. My lord, the work on your precious artifacts is proceeding well. My beneficiary, Gabriel, seems to be in a very good mood today. I'm not making any promise, but if you manage to produce a true masterpiece, what idea would you like to guide my hand? To cause more casualties to them, and less to us. There, off they go. We're gonna make them come here. I am not impressed by them. We're trying to lure them down here. It'll take us 5 months to get the objective. They can take all these lands that they want, but we have the objective. But sooner or later, we're gonna have to come up to them, take the fight to them. Let me see. How does this compare to? Slow down a little. No way. Now they've all decided to band together. Well, we have taken the objective, and now they've called in the Apostolic Holy Order, Knights of the Chalice. So we have the objective now. In the meantime, we should take Smyrna. Folk here. Yeah, screw it, let's all go together. Even though I'm gonna regret it. The real question is, will they come down? Are they gonna come to Crete? Because they seem getting on board. Since about a month back, I've been having a recurring dream, which I discussed theology with Jesus, Saint Catherine, and Fortuna. Perhaps they have chosen me to spread their word and reward me with blessings in turn. I will pray to huge health boost. Do I want to live another 10 years? Fine. want to have my son be given time that he finally deserves. Saint Catherine for knowledge and wisdom. That's what I'm going to go for. I don't expect to live forever. Don't want to outlive it. We just got to go. So they're setting sail now. Likely going to be heading for Crete. But don't worry, we will be notified of their movements. We will know where they'll be going, since they just took a piece of our land. The old emperor's dead. That's Ropen. Ah, no wonder why they called up a holy order. It's because the Grand Emirate has declared a holy war for Georgia. Them, along with Transoxiana and Hastinapur, Kosala. Good lord, it's a world war of sorts, based on distance. They're probably not going to bother taking Crete, or attempt to retake their objective back. Oh, Tetel Bidos. Just only the coast. Don't know if we'll go to Constantinople though, based on that whole fourth level of everything. Even though we've been taking them relatively quickly, but taking this might take a few more months than 5 months. But if I were you, I would just keep besieging areas before you even get to Constantinople, in which we've stated before to distribute your forces accordingly. So cross over to the Hellespont. I'd like to be a scholar before my life is over. It's too high, but it'll have to do. We can occupy all the territories and we will win it. So they're more concerned about defending Georgia rather than, Chios. What rot. I was expecting more out of them. A ruckus in the cage. After the siege of the barony of Gallipolis, move up. 2 men specifically caught my eye after being captured as prisoners. Once they had finished frantically fighting some of my levies with pitchforks and a shovel. Glancing over them from a distance, I noticed 2 of them grappling each other, supposedly fighting about an event that happened mid-siege, before my soldiers had entered the castle walls. After asking what was going on, one of the prisoner guards told me that Malchus and Kajig apparently used Chaos to steal some of his gold. On the other hand, this man claims the other actually stole his gold, and not the other way around. Whilst normally I wouldn't care about a situation like this, the 2 are yelling and shouting it tonight, keeping a lot of my men awake. Oh, I'll make them really quiet. Order both of them executed because I'm sadistic. They fall silent forever. Yeah, I know some of you are starving, but just bring this fortification down, and then we're just gonna distribute our forces accordingly to gather up supplies to be ready for the siege of Constantinople. Ones who are starving, begin your withdrawal. Get out of that siege. Go to here. In fact, there's plenty of room. There's a lot. It's pretty well developed, you know. Got another starving army. So we're kind of slightly reducing the time. Abdul Aziz. Then show me you could have felled that animal yourself. Oh! Where are the siege weapons? Get them back over here! What's the matter of you? You are delaying the inevitable. Withdraw. This cannot delay our agenda. Chios. But the war score is ticking upwards a bit because we have the objective. Okay, we have the objective. Now please split up. Both of you move to here. We'll all be here. A call to war. What if I decline? I lose the level of fame. I'm not expected to be a living legend anyhow. I gotta decline because I plan on moving the capital back here once this war is over. Back to Visegrad. Gotta go home. We've been in Crete for a long time. Sarkel comes to age. My goodness. You have what it takes to be a shield maiden. Time for you to serve the army. Yes, ma'am. We're getting transfer. Send the Mangonels to the main army. You know it's the one that's starving out. Come on, get over here. We gotta go get Constantinople. I want you to link up with us. God dang it. There you go. Now, begin the march to Constantinople. The others will meet up soon. It's time to come to treatment. I must live. Oh! Disastrous mistreatment. The red powder was tantalizing color. The servant made a mistake of taste through form. His tongue had been swollen up badly, and Thankov chastised him for it. Thankov poured the spice into a chalice and stirred meticulously before feeding me a spoonful. I thought it would be impossible to feel worse than I already did, but it sure proved me wrong. You killed me! You know what that means? We'll never get Chios now. This traitor deserves to die! take this instead and quick. Can't afford a new physician right now. This man killed me. Botched disease treatment. Severe penalty. Actually, this one has a lower level of the fort. Breach it, and then get in there. And then we'll have the objective. We gotta take it before I die. Because this simpleton has gotten me. Walls must be breached before I pass. Lawless fugitive. And as my guest and under my protection. You have not breached the walls, instead starvation. Crud! 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 days. Assault! Assault! We got the objective. Oh, don't worry about those guys. Get it! And as my dying wish, return home, back to Disfigured. They miss me over there. Yep, back to our no more royal court, as it should be. So, Croatia, King Boyan, you want... Oh, you want Krajina, not Bosnia. Who owns Krajina? Oh, not like that. That would require attracting a vassal, and yet that's gonna make people mad. Oh, I remember another thing. Yes, absolute crown authority. One of my last acts. So now, the direct vassal opinion is much lower, but it'll give us more levies and more tax contributions. Vassals cannot wage any war unless they use a hook in their liege. Rulers can designate their heir, if I wish to. Clan government vassals will provide at least 25% of their levies and 10% of their income. So, we have Chios now, and this is what you can do, but I will not have that honor to do that, so... Erect a monument to Homer, and repopulate plateaus with monastics. I will not have that honor. That'll be up to my son. He'll be turning 30 soon, which is an ideal age for him to get married. So as for my one of my last acts, as I am dying of cancer, for real this time. My serene knight, Holmulin, bows before me, his trusty axe glinting in his side. I have served you faithfully, my liege, but you know of my charge against Sunne. I have missed the plates of Perioslav, but I am no longer young. I bid you to invest me in my own lands in your Khaganate, and other lords are given more for far less. he can keep. I am not parting any of my lands there, except for Probosna. I'll just say, I do not appreciate your tone, knight. Get over here! The Republic of Chios. Mayor Laurentius comes forward, Crusader of Mark Caution. Your Grace, my city of Samos grows rich by Alberga's dealings with trading ships which ply the heavens along the Kunzakal's coast. We have made our town, and you, prosperous and deserve greater influence over Chios. Turn it into a republic? I'd rather have that myself. You ask her too much, there must be some other way. Mercantile charter. Won't get much holding taxes, but it'll add more development growth even though it's already well developed. So we will have that compromise. So he's pleased. Frontier fracas. The next petitioner is evidently somewhat of a stranger in this court, as I do not recognize him, and the eyes of Marshal Ostra have been on them since they first entered. My lord, I have come to declare that the people of Travunia are refusing to pay tax that you have levied upon us. In times past, our landed people were granted rights and privileges which your recent exaggerations ignore. We request that you address our concerns fairly, or else. Oh, hell. Sounds like to me you may be misinterpreting some charters. Again with the charters. So I will successfully demonstrate to the leaders of this tax revolt to be misinterpreted in old law, therefore their complaints unmerited. So, control up, even though it's already at the max. Gain some money out of this. And be a tax successor briefly. My business here is done, and so is my life. Now, Bosna has to be given away. Appoint a local Bosnian, because I can't decide anyone else who would have it. But do you really want Bosna? I can give it to you unless you ask. So take good care of this, and be sure to serve in our army, because you would make an excellent knight as well. Now, my life is over. A little defender advantage will help. When you're down with Barania, convert to Chios. Chios doesn't need to be developed, but I'll tell you what does. Crete. This needs to be developed. Six. Can't wait to invest more money into that. And don't forget Visegrad. Anything else? Spend my remaining piety to get some of that money so we can make those investments. And of course, hire a court physician. Oh, look one more time. Since I pointed out Bosnian there, pay a little more tax to me since I made a little investment to there. Well, since you're about to get your money, now there's a trade port here. Anything else before I will be able to go away? The work here is done. There, you got your money. Ransom everybody. Boyan is quite experienced, I hear. Disfigured. Second curtain wall now. Just to fortify the heck of our capital. Don't forget, you will also make a concentric castle. Big ransom. I could feel it in my bones. Death will come for me soon, like an old friend. He is patiently waiting to receive me. Well, actually, I might die sooner than that. Because of that botched disease treatment. Look at me. One-legged, one-eyed, disfigured, eunuch. And I had a botched treatment. Which it could have been worse. I mean, after all, I'm a bleeder. Heal, Shadow. Heal. Oh, by the way, I never met this new patriarch. Got good scum. Except he's lazy, which isn't good to anyone. Thanks for the gold, jackass. You got guilds, which means you can hold more land, so you could have just held Verbosna for yourself, but I just like the Greek islands. It's just good opportunity to increase more economic buildings. Build more economic buildings. Upgrade them. Upgrade them, you say. So I mean, good opportunity. Oh, of course. Knew there was something going on. Damn Slovene culture. Well, that's all the money that I will invest before it's my time to go. Yep. Dying of cancer. A botched treatment is what killed me. My liege, you look so glum. Let me cheer up with a poem I ever find, my jester says, bells jingling. Most particular are sometimes fate is far too cruel, letting a realm become such a cesspool. He farts again, rhythmically. Life itself shrivels in his wake. That benighted man, destiny's mistake. The fanfare itself. Did you like it? He asks, snickering. My goodness, a poet and a flatulist. Your skills are marvelous. Ah, excellent. Build another trade port here. Again, I'm just a bit zoned out due to the fact that, well, this character's gonna die. And there's F all you and I can do about it. Especially with those dangerous factions. Why don't we just give them a bit of the sponge? Except, not now. But at least I'll be a scholar. They just want to lower the crown authority. And there is no possibility that we can move back to there to flee to Crete. Should that ever happen. Plus, I might not even live 10 months. So, you're responsible for this. Hey, what about that armor? Ah, he's already got one. Think. Where's that damn armor that's been made recently? Or just take some crappy spear. Need to get him out of that faction. 7 opinion, that ain't enough. It'll take an eternity to have to please him. That's gotta be another thing about this. I got to start converting these people to Catholicism. But I believe that will be up to my son to accomplish that. How dare you betray me? But I'll pay you little, just to get out of that faction. Any more to release so we can get a little bit of money out of that? Good. At least you're intimidated. But look at me. I'm a son of a beeswax. Increases vassal levies. Thank you very much. Maybe perhaps they'll think twice about rising up against me. For busting us out of the faction. I am sorry, I will ignore your request, because I'm about to die. It'll be up to my son to keep everything together. And also flee to Crete again, while you're at it. On my last days, beggar. I was out in the market browsing somewhere when I overheard a beggar begging for alms. While a few locals told the man to go away and stop bothering them, one of the townswomen, a portly matron, happily gave him a little bit of money. Because of that faction, I'll just say, tell my guards to forcibly remove the beggar from the area. Get him the hell out of here. Hopefully some more intimidation will rethink about them. Why aren't you scared of me? Good. Those who are a tad bit more intimidated, they're leaving the faction. That'll show them what we did to that beggar there. Last investment, shipwrights. Skillful shipwrights get this port to construct repair ships at the highest bidder. So, just to help with the development growth. It'll be done in 6 months thanks to the skill of the steward. And role architect too. Building and holding construction time, that much reduction. Start converting Chios. Those was my last order. Khagan Karan of the Kunzakal Khaganate had left this world at 73 years of age. He died of cancer, even though it would have killed him 13 years earlier. A zealous man, he fought for the glory of God against the heathens in one of the greatest holy wars of recent history, referring to that crusade in Aquitaine. So, yes, he was a dreaded man, but he wasn't perfect. A scholar and strategist. 2 offensive wars, Chios and Rhodes. 1 defensive war, which is that Northman war, and 1 crusade. And now Khagan Labatam. He ascends the throne, blessed with awesome knowledge of all things between heaven and earth. Labatam's rule is sure to be legendary. Anybody who is against me, bring it on. Should there be any factions that form against me, flee to Crete. Probably not a wise idea, but it would be better to fight over in the plains of Pannonia, or the mountains of Bosnia, or in the islands of the Aegean. Wherever we may fight, we'll be there. I need to marry someone with very high stewardship. Doesn't sound like a bad idea to me. House opinion. That would be good, because there's a lot of members of our dynasty inside our Khaganate. But I think you should remain on family focus. I think you should go for patriarch all the way. Regardless of skill, inheritable or not, I want to marry somebody who is not landed. I don't know about lustful, because sometimes they can betray you. And she's a bit vengeful too. But stubborn. Basically, she's a bad person who can contribute nothing to my diplomacy and my martial, which is good enough anyways. And my prowess is excellent. And she is young. And she serves as a spy master over there, but not anymore, you ain't. I chose you even though you are politically unimportant, but I only want you because of your very high stewardship skill, which would make of good use to me. Anyways, only appoint the talented ones. Screw the rest. Except you, because you've been doing very good work. Oh yeah, you're that old pagan. Which we ought to get rid of you one day. Damn zealots. I know you all hold against me. But at least you're still with me. Because you still respect me. With the passing of my father, Khagan Karan, the responsibility to lead a vast Khaganate now falls upon my shoulders. I stand before my vassals, I adjust my crown, and fold my arms, all the things that I will accomplish. Long live the Khagan. One second, it hasn't registered yet. Not quite there yet. Wasn't there something that I inherited from there? Ah, here they are. Yeah, these territories don't need that anymore. A man from Poitiers, so you'll have these two. And I will grant you independence. Because there's absolutely no reason. Is your vassal. Bullshit. Huh? Oh, I remember. Where is it? Poitiers, here you go. Now get out of my country. That solves one problem. Again, could have kept Rhodos to myself. But it's possible I may want some more land for myself to take out these, these ravenous vassals of mine. It'll register soon, so give it a break. A foul smell, my chancellor and me. My liege, a word, please. My chancellor Carpathia approaches me during a brief lull while attending court matters. He gestures to the less populated spot in the room, and I follow him. I'm concerned about the state of Disfigured Castle. While holding in one of these rooms, we all noticed a horrific smell. It must have come from the latrines or floor below. I implore you to consider paying to fix neglected parts of the building. Well, to be fair, we spent a lot of time down in Crete, so this old building hasn't been maintained as of late. But if this pleases you... I hope that my steward can handle this matter. God, no. My royal architect can fix this without spending any money, or just do it. Managed to create a solution costing no money. Thank goodness. Don't have the learning skill yet. What learning skill do you have? Let me see. I have 12. 3. Aha! We'll do that in the next episode, though. Those little things. But first things first, as I still have plenty of money. Now let's hold court. It seems my vassal Mayor Ostros has been nursing a temper while waiting an audience. My lord, I cannot abide your tolerance of unbelievers like Mayor Oshenro, even in the midst of nobility. God made his demands of us. Carpathia should be the land of the faithful. Out with these orthodox dogs. We've been doing that, but it's been slowly but surely. Now, Miles, we'll talk about. You are right. Mayor Oshe must convert. This whole... Every non-Catholic vassal will be mad. And every Orthodox Catholic community will be harder to convert. Gains unwanted faith. Oh jeez. Maybe this is a way to get rid of these factions. All faiths are welcome in my Khaganate. Like every true Avar ruler should be. Duke Tassilos boldly steps forward and without providing any context, proceeds in hushed tones. Would be willing to overlook my grades as he would revise my contractual obligations to crown. Though rumored to be rallying my vassals to break away from Gilzikal. This is surely a charge Tassio would never publicly admit. Do you want your taxes lowered? Oh, that makes a little difference. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do this either. Huh. I accept, though it pains me. Both tax and other obligations. Again, it's only Austria, it's a small country within Khaganate. A markedly disgruntled Khanum. I have never hurries my throne. My legal rights over the county of Severin is well attested. But those tracts have long been considered an integral part of my duchy of Oltinia. Will you support my claim and have your vassal Count Stanislav relinquish what does not belong to him? I'm quite stressed, but not to the level of breakdown. You shall decide this with your sword arm, so she either wins the duel or the title stays with him. I lose a lot of stress because I'm an aspiring blade master. She wins the duel and she gets the county. Glad we operate things like that here. Wedding celebration. With my marriage to the Katundi, Rome expects to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It's well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this. Some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. Of course I will collect it. Who pays for their own wedding? So that way we'll be able to invest it next time. Oh my goodness, more and more. You too, my brother? Okay. And here's the sponges. Make good use of them. I will pay all your debts. Hold that thought. You should be doing that. I'll probably pick that up in the next episode. Which I'm not getting much, but I don't know if I have anything that increases diplomacy. I may have to look that up. Again, until the next episode. But in the meantime, just have some money. Please leave the damn faction. Oh God, more members just came in. I am not lowering my crown authority. It means a lot to me. Where is Salzburg? Right. Arsenios, are you a member of any faction that I would know of? Ah, you. Yes, come in. That'd been nice. Again, this is the whole dynasty. It affects everybody. Maybe you should go for that, since you have a habit of... It's like, if you're desperate, hold a feast. But feasts are expensive. Well, I need more. I'll just be mostly fair, even though it's not a popular option to me. But I think that would be out of desperation, so we'll end the episode on that note. So, in the next episode, one thing is for certain. Where is it? Right-click dismissal. Okay, thank you. One thing is certain, in the next episode, there might be a civil war, Liberty War, and all that sort of thing. And it's quite likely that that we either stand and fight here in Pannonia, or flee to Crete and let the enemies come down here and we'll deal with them. But it's pretty costly. And the other desperate act is to hold a grand feast, which is much, much cheaper now. And of course, gotta erect a monument to Homer, which will give us some of those, you know, those little benefits, especially in diplomacy and monthly lifestyle experience a little. And repopulate Patmos of monastics. Monastery of St. John. No. At least it's high medieval era, where we can do that. You're only halfway there. And our culture is almost 100 years old. One more year, it'll be 100 years old. So we hope you people have enjoyed this episode. We'll see you in the next one. But until then, so long for now.